The crew leave Kala in Kanan issue 12. As their mission on Kala comes to an end, the Ghost crew leaves, but Kanan and Ezra stay behind, instead going with Garment Key in his ship. Kanan says that they are going to see Morphizo, one of his oldest friends who is in trouble. Arriving on Moraga, Kanan meets with Morphizo's wife, who says that he was taken to Larn by the Empire because he has joined a rebel cell. Telling Garment to take the woman with him back to Kala and set them up with new identities, Kanan retrieves his personal ship, the Escape, and heads to Larn. Kanan and Ezra arrive at Larn, where they find the facility Morphizo is being held in. Ezra creates a diversion, but it doesn't go as planned when the stormtroopers become wise to his tricks and give chase. As the stormtroopers chase Ezra, Kanan enters the facility, using the Force and his lightsaber to cut down the guards inside. When he finds Morphizo, Vice Admiral Sloane arrives, who has made it a hobby of hers to track down Kanan and discover who he really is after their last meeting. Sloane says that she imprisoned Morphizo after she realized that they had a history together and that he was a rebel sympathizer. Kanan force pushes Sloane into the prison cell's electrical field, knocking her out. Escaping with Morphizo, they meet back up with Ezra, who finally lost the troopers, and they leave Larn. Later on in the destroyed facility on Larn, the Grand Inquisitor arrives, intrigued to learn more about Sloane's hobby. On Kala, Morphizo is reunited with his family, and Kanan asks how exactly Ezra got away from the troopers. Ezra says that some random guy on the street helped him out, but he doesn't know who or why he was helped. Above Larn, Casimir and Cleve leave. Cleve asks why Kashmir was late to the meeting, with Kashmir saying that there was a kid cornered in the streets by troopers and needed some help. Cleve wonders why a rogue like Casimir would help a kid, but Casimir can only say that it reminded him of a kid he used to know. So that's it for Kanan. That's the end of his series. He only got a 12-issue series, and for some reason I was under the impression he was getting an ongoing, but I guess, as me and Joel said, you can only tell too many stories until it starts to overlap with the TV show he's on at the moment, and then you have to sort of work around that TV show, and it can only tell stories like in his past. It can't tell anything that goes on within the show. This was a really cool comic and really cool comic series, and this issue in particular was really great, especially the ending with Kashmir sort of helping Ezra, because Ezra reminded him of Kanan, of Caleb and everything. I thought that was like a nice little tie-in, and I guess kind of a hint to the future of maybe what Ezra might become like. He'll obviously become a little bit more like Kanan and everything. But yeah, really interesting storyline. And what was even cool about this one is Sloane made an appearance, and Sloane, for people who don't know, was one of the enemies of Kanan and Hera in the A New Dawn book, which was really cool that they're sort of doing this whole thing where like the books have characters in it that will appear in the comics and vice versa. I thought that was really cool, because in the original expanded universe that really didn't happen very often. Like, it happened a couple of times, but it wasn't really like a big thing, and usually the books were kind of separate from the comics. Like, they were in the same continuity, but you know, there was never really any interaction between the two. So it's really cool that they're actually going ahead and doing this interaction, and we've even seen it with the movies, with book characters appearing in the movie. Like, there were some book characters that were in some of the Force Awakens books and novels that got released that appeared in The Force Awakens, which was really cool. So I hope they keep doing this and adding a little bit more dimension to the expanded universe. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.